Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. It is episode 127, and I'm not that much of a poet, but let me start by saying my Lumpia Filipino, my goat otter is Mexican American, Wemby is not the best player alive, and Knicks in 5. Okay. That was so bad, man. That was so bad. That was bad. It's supposed to be Knicks in 5. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just look, man. I'm just recycling freaking a tweet I said, man. That just was very. This is, made in the spur of the moment, man. What should it be like? Hey, Becky Hammon, how does it feel to friggin' be wrong? I don't know, something like that. Hey, KD, why did you choose the frickin' Nets, man? Why did you and Kyrie choose the frickin' Nets, man? God, it's like, hey, Jimmy frickin' Butler, man. Yeah. Why don't you freaking call Rachel Nichols? I mean, I don't, even though, nothing was really going on there, but still, yes. Hey, freaking people who think that the champion was gonna come out of the Western Conference. Definitely not me. I was not one of them. I was not one of the people who thought that the Western Conference was gonna win the championship no matter what. No, not me. I don't know who you're freaking boy. I don't know, man. But yeah, man, it's a thing, man. It's a thing. That's really it. That's really the intro. Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5. Wemby. My God, yeah. I have seen so many Wemby frickin' slander posts and tweets, hate tweets directed at Wemby over the past 48 hours, man. It is just absolutely just insane, the level of hatred, particularly between Thunder fans. Yeah, Thunder fans just took so much joy in frickin' hating on Wemby and wanting to see Wemby fail. I think it also was directed towards the Spurs too, but it's just Wemby failing in particular, and it's I don't feel that same way. But let me just get it out of the way right now. De'Aaron Fox, please frickin' leave, man. Just get out. Leave. I don't care. Just frickin' go. I do not want to see you win a ring. I do not want to see you after what you did in game 4. I do not want to see you win a championship ring of anything, De'Aaron, please. Never has my freaking view of a player changed so far, so much in one single game, during the duration of one single game. But yeah, what you did at the end of game 4, De'Aaron Fox, I swear to freaking God, dude, Jesus freaking Christ, man, please. My God, look, man, there's some stuff, unfortunately, I am going on Twitter for NBA Twitter purposes, but it's there's some stuff that's, been just really freaking harsh on De'Aaron Fox, but it's look, man, yeah, I just don't want to see him on the Spurs. That's my opinion. Look, it's fine. He cannot win a championship, man. I do not want to see this man ever win a championship. Okay, you are freaking holding up Dylan Harper, freaking being in the starting lineup, man. It's you. You are freaking holding Dylan Harper back from greatness. It's come on, man. We cannot have that. We're not having that shit. I'm sorry, man. Get the hell out of this team. Get out of San Antonio. You're a disgrace to frickin' the Spurs organization, to the city of San Antonio, and it's frickin' breakfast tacos, and it's, Mexican American otters who live there. It's you are an embarrassment. What you did in game 4 was an embarrassment. That's where my slander is directed towards. But, it's just a thing that Thunder fans and Wemby, man. God. Yeah, the Knicks, yeah, look, man, yeah, I guess I'm just getting all of the thoughts out of the way because, yeah, I mean, the headline is the Knicks won the championship against the Spurs, and it's what came of that? A bunch of slander towards Wemby, a bunch of people just hating the fact that he did not shake the Knicks hands of the Knicks players or anyone, after the game. He just went straight to the locker room, Like he quote aura gambled multiple times throughout the series in his press conferences. When they were down 3-1 after that game 4 where they blew a 29-point lead, Wemby was like, look, everyone knows we're gonna win the series. And then because Tim Bontemps asked him that question of like, how do you feel about the series open there right now, or like something like that. And then he hopped on, is like, look, this comment is getting way freaking overblown, and like, the people like hating on this comment, I understand it in general, but it's just like, I think people are just like not a fan of like Wemby's arrogance, and it's just, and it used to be like such a fun thing. I don't know, it's weird. It's just how fast the wheel turns, because like literally, like, I think the story of the 2026 NBA season in terms of the playoffs, like the first 2 rounds were so wonky, right? Like the first round of the NBA playoffs, man, looking back on it, man, Denver losing in the way they did, Houston losing in the way it did. It's like, it kind of sucked, man. It kind of sucked for me as a the pusher of the agendas I push, right? And it's like, and also the Celtics losing in the way they did. It's like, man, my agendas went 0 for frickin' 3 in the first round, okay? Like, my frickin' player agendas of, like, anti-Sixers, anti-Lakers, pro-Jokic, pro-Nuggets, it's like, god damn, dude, I just frickin' lost, man. It's like, it's like I frickin' went all in on the poker table and just frickin' lost it in one hand. I'm just like, oh, shit. That was me in the first round of the NBA playoffs, man. Although I do not gamble, man. I am proud to say, 100% honest, man. I do not freaking use a prediction market. I do not use a freaking like any freaking online freaking app, man. Stop, man, please. I have better things to do with my money, particularly buying thrift books and more copies of Caramello. It's like, that's what I do, man. It's like, okay, man, I buy YA short story collections. I bought like I don't know, what are the ones I bought? Meet Cute, Come On In, Game On, and then there's another one. There's like 2 ones. There's one called Game On, and then there's another one called another short story collection that focuses on like young women in sports that I got. There's also like another one I was seeing on Trip Books about like rural stories, like rural YA stories. So I don't know, I'm interested in getting that. Oh, man, but I have better things to do with my money, man. I don't know, maybe I could afford a friggin' Knicks finals game ticket one day, man. Oh, God. It's all, I don't know, I guess I'm just all over the place right now, but is there anything, like, I have to address from, like, Wemby and the Spurs and the finals in general, and Jalen Brunson? I mean, everyone is just sad, dude, like, things, but like, it's the whole thing, like, what can I add, man? What can I say or do that's like different, man, other than just doing it in Minecraft? And oh, man, anything, nah, like, me personally, like, I have not developed a freaking hatred of Wemby. I was on the first round of the playoffs. The first round of the playoffs was really rough for me, okay? The second round was to make up for the first round. So the Lakers got swept and the Sixers got swept. Good. That was good. But it's like, I don't know. But the conference finals was when freaking, like, I was rooting for OKC, but I was generally okay with the Spurs winning it, right? But and like, I was rooting for the Spurs generally, but and then like, but by the end of it, I was okay with the Knicks winning it, especially after seeing, how the Spurs blew Game 4 and freaking De'Aaron Fox's mistakes. I'm like, okay, the Knicks can win this championship. That's my freaking rooting interest, like, I was rooting for Wemby, and I like the idea of like, this is a way to like kickstart his like GOAT trajectory, but I don't know. It's interesting how, because like am I not remembering? Like, do I have amnesia? Do I am I like, are my faculties all right? But do I remember in the conference finals, the majority of NBA Twitter was saying that OKC were freaking villains and they played dirty and they're horrible and we need San Antonio to freaking beat them in this series so that freaking ethical basketball and ethical hoops can freaking thrive and flourish, you know? It's like we need to defeat the evil OKC and that evil Shai Gilgeous-Alexander so that freaking ethical basketball can be brought back to the land. And then look what happened. It's like, look, it's like, gee, I wonder. It's like, gee, the freaking the tall freaking Frenchman you championed ended up being just as much of a freaking like annoying, hateable, dirty ass player to freaking watch, even more so than Shai, because Shai doesn't do any of that freaking dirty stuff, you know, like, you know, pushing Jalen Brunson to the ground and laughing in his face, or freaking like in game 5, just like was it like he like, I don't know, like it could be true that like his like he was like looking down at his foot to see that if like Jalen Brunson it was gonna land on it, right? Yeah, it's like, I don't know. That's the thing. It's like how fast the wheel turns is my point, right? Of just like, it's like, oh, like with the conference finals, it's like, oh my God, yes, they did it. We are saved from freaking this unethical brand of basketball and SGA's flopping. And it's like, what do you witness in the next round? It's like Wemby freaking just the amount of freaking, you know, a lot of it was fueled by Thunder fans, but it was way more than Thunder fans though. It was Thunder fans, Knicks fans, and just like everyone coming to the realization of like, damn, dude, like this Wemby guy, he's a bit too arrogant, man. He's a bit too arrogant. He he commits way more flagrant fouls than like is expected of just a player that's supposed to have his poise and maturity at his young age, right? It's like, yeah. It's a lot, man. It's a lot that, you know, happened, and how fast, like, the narrative changed on Wemby from the conference finals to the finals. It probably would have been better if they just lost in Game 7, you know? Yeah. And then, like, everyone would have collectively freaking focused on Shai and the free throws and freaking, you know, I don't know, man. Yeah, if it was Lou Dort trying to do freaking, you know, his dirty tactics. That's the thing, yeah. But I don't know. It's the whole thing of, like, yeah, I guess I am, like, overall, like, a fence sitter. I am wishy-washy. Unfortunately, I'm sorry if I make it out to be like that, because I'm just going where the humor is, okay? In terms of this, like, I'm not, in terms of like who I want to see be more successful throughout the years, like I think I want to see OKC be more successful than the Spurs, but like I don't really mind if either one wins, you know, but I don't know. It's the thing that like this year I wanted OKC to make it back to the finals, right? And I think I wanted OKC to win the championship this year, but yeah, I don't know. It does not bother me too much to see OKC lose. They're not my main team, so yeah, so, you know, just, oh, man, it's just, I mean, like, I don't know, what else do I have to say about the finals and stuff? I'm just trying to get it out of the way, like, really fast. Oh, man, what else is there to talk about, man, before I leave the NBA Finals and the NBA season? Yeah, not the NBA season, because obviously there's always stuff to go on in the offseason, man. Yeah, I guess like some player shoutouts. Jose Alvarado, shout out to him being on the Pelicans. I got introduced to him doing his like peek out from behind the baseline and then run up and steal the ball when it's being inbounds, right? That play that he got the pull off against Chris Paul, he didn't do that at all. I never saw one example of him doing that this playoff run. So shout out to him. Puerto Rican winning a championship and a Dominican winning a championship in Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, shout out. Shout out to Jordan Clarkson, obviously. Shout out to Josh Hart, someone who admitted that he drank his wife's breast milk. I mean, you know, whatever worked. I mean, look, I guess he has the right to do that. I don't know. Shout out to Jalen Brunson, you know, like a 6'2" guard who like everyone is like calling him 5'11". Like no one believes he's actually 6'2". I don't know. It's weird with that with like NBA players of like there's never like a confirmation of like their exact height, you know, because like Katie like is seemingly like lies to say and says he's 6'11" when he's actually 7 feet tall, right? And like, you know, there's like some players where it's like you're not actually 6'2", you're actually 6'1" or something. You're not actually 6'4", you're 6'3". But yeah, it seems that Jalen Brunson is always getting sized like smaller with people who talk about him, you know? Like Zach Lowe, who said that like he's listed as 6'2". Like, I'm 5'11" and 3/4. Like, I don't think he's 6'2". Something like that. Yeah. Oh man, small guards, you know? But it's like, yeah, and the whole thing of like, can small guards, you know, can you build your team as around a small guard who's like the 1A of a championship team? It's like, yeah, if they take a $100 million pay cut, you know, if they take $100 million pay cut and you have like elite talent around him, I guess like not elite talent as in like superstar names, but it's like Mikal Bridges, you know, obviously he had to like play up to his, you know, worth in terms of being traded, in terms of getting traded for 5 first-round picks. Like, obviously he needed to be good. Obviously Josh Hart and his rebounding were essential. Obviously, like, you know, Mitchell Robinson also was essential with his rebounding, right? And like, you know, he was he got like a crucial rebound at the end of game 5, you know. Yeah, and like Jose Alvarado at the trade deadline, like they got him for cash. Like, that's, I think, OG Anunoby, OG Anunoby, who it seemed after game 4 was like, probably if the finals ended at game 4, and if the finals were just a 5-game series and it ended with game 4, OG Anunoby probably would have been finals MVP with the way he was playing, right? Yeah. And like, yeah, he's a 2-time champion, joining Alex Caruso and KCP and Jrue Holiday as like the role players who have won 2 championships this decade. So good for him. Although he didn't play for the 2019 Raptors that much. Yeah. Karl Anthony Towns, obviously, right? Like, being memed on for him saying things, you know, like, I'm not, you know, after all that and such. And it's like, yeah, it's like him calling himself the greatest shooting big man of all time, you know? It's like, look, it's like, that's the thing you cannot deny, man. You cannot deny his talent, man. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he's like truly a special player, and like just now with this finals run, he's starting to get about the respect he deserves, you know, which is good. Yeah, and like also, yeah, to Jimmy Butler and frickin', you know, yeah, an L frickin' Jimmy Butler has taken, basically. Oh man, anything else? Any other player shoutouts? Oh yeah, Mike Brown. Yeah, not a player, but Mike Brown. Just, you know, coming from his history, coaching the Cavs, coaching the Kings, getting fired from the Kings, you know, and like the last press conference he gave before getting fired was like calling out De'Aaron Fox for making a dumb play at the end of a game that lost them the game. It's like, I don't know, man. Maybe they chose the wrong side here. Maybe, you know. Oh man, it's the thing, man. Yeah. It really, yeah, when the Kings had the light to beam era and friggin' the light to beam season, I guess, yeah, with like Fox and Sabonis, right? And they went to Game 7 against the Warriors in 2023. Oh, God. Oh man, yeah, it was a fun time. Yeah, but it's like the Tyrese Halliburton trade that the Kings made in like what, early 2023, where it's like the Kings fans, I think it was like 2022 maybe. Yeah, either 2023 or 22, where like they traded Tyrese Halliburton to the Pacers, and then look where it took the Pacers, and then look at the Kings. You know, they made it to the playoffs and lost in 7 games in the first round, and that's really the height of it. Yeah, and just now it's like they have DeMar DeRozan and like Russell Westbrook and Zach LaVine. It's like, okay, what is their team, man? What are they even trying to freaking do, man? Yeah, and then they don't even have a top 5 pick, man. Oh man, anything else to talk about? Yeah. And it's like, yeah, the Mike Brown, his, you know, like I would assume is probably should receive a lot more respect now by winning a championship. He was also like an assistant on the Golden State Warriors for however many years during the KD Steph dynasty years. So yeah, man. Anything else that I specifically want to mention? You know. About just the Knicks winning in general. Yeah, like the New York City, they played, like, apparently there was a bus that was set on fire in like central, like around Times Square, but like the bus ended up like not being a real bus, right? It was just like it seems to be like maybe they just like planted like a fake bus just for them to like destroy, so that they can just get that like hunger of destruction out of the way. And then like NYC sanitation just cleaned up all of the stuff, like, and then like Times Square just looked clean as hell. Yeah, it just looked clean like the morning after the Knicks won. So yeah. Man, the one thing is that like I really do want Desus and Mero to reunite at the Knicks parade, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems like just a fever dream. It seems that something that's, that's just, a figment of my imagination, man. It seems that it's one of the things I have invented. It's what I've invented in order to, also like what I have exaggerated. Yeah, true. I have invented what I do not know, and I have exaggerated what I do know. Yeah, this is I know. I've said the full quote before. Oh man. But it would be nice if they took a photo together. It would be nice. Oh, man. Yeah. I guess also, like, another small thing on the Becky Hammon thing. I was just watching the Gil's Arena episode, which is funny how it's still called Gil's Arena because Gilbert Arenas has not been on that show for like however many weeks now, and like it seems that like Skip Bayless is just like there. Skip Bayless has taken his place as of recently, right? And like on this latest one, he came in with a body bag and he put like an alien costume in the body bag. Oh man, it's so good. It's like, dude, like Skip Bayless, man, in his 70s, man. And then he called Victor Wembanyama Victim Wembanyama. He's like Victim Wembanyama. Oh man. Yeah. Oh god, it's just, yeah. Also on that thing, yeah, like Kenyon Martin, yeah, when like Josiah brought up that Becky Hammon's comments about Jalen Brunson way back in 2022 or 2023, right? Like Kenyon was like, oh man, stop it, man. Why should he listen to what someone from that side of basketball has to say? It's just, kind of like a bit dismissive, a bit, just a tad bit disrespectful, but it's fine, I guess. Like, yeah, like maybe he has opinions about like Becky Hammon being Pop's assistant coach. Like, I don't know, I guess he has opinions about that. Like, I don't know what kind of opinions he would have, but I guess he has the opinions that probably would be better if he did not share them. So I guess. Oh, man. Anything else from the finals that's interesting? Is Jalen Brunson the greatest Knick of all time? I don't know. It's just, yeah, him, Clyde Frazier, Patrick Ewing. I don't know. I can't pretend to be a freaking Knicks fan, okay? Oh, man. It's just, yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, I don't know. I hopefully, like, yeah, the one thing I want in the Eastern Conference next season is for the Pacers to be fully back with Tyrese Halliburton healthy, like back to being like a really good elite playoff championship contending team again. And I also like, yeah, because it would be nice for the Knicks to have like a foil, right? Yeah, I kind of want, because it seemed that like the Pacers like were the team that is best suited to beat the Knicks in a playoff series. So yeah, hopefully they come back into prominence next season. Man. Anyways, yeah. Anything else I have to add? Yeah, I don't know. I just talked a lot, man. I don't know. There's sometimes when I can just go continuously, and sometimes where I just have to cut, man. Like, I don't know. It depends on just how much energy, like, I start the episode with and how continuously straight I talk, man. I don't know. It seems that I've been talking for, like, a long time, and it's only been, like, what, 7? Like, yeah. Just like 20 something minutes, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, I will be back after a short little break to talk about more stuff that is not basketball. Wait, no, just, yeah, the other side of basketball I will talk about, because there is some interesting stuff there. So yeah. See you after this little break. All right, I think that's basically everything I wanted to talk about with the NBA. Yeah, I mean, what else? What can wrap up this 2026 NBA season? It's not, because there's the off season, man. We still have to, there's the draft. There's where's Giannis gonna get traded to. There's like what moves our team's gonna make, like where's LeBron gonna go, right? Like like how much is Austin Reeves gonna get? Like on his contract, it's like, yeah, there just is a bunch of stuff, man, and those are not Bill Simmons talking points, man. Those were things I've been thinking about. Okay, look, but I'm not, it's not only that, man. I was thinking, where's Giannis gonna get traded the moment the Knicks won the championship? So oh man, yeah, it's either like what, Miami or Boston. I think as someone who has the Celtics as my Eastern Conference team, it's like I think I'm okay with Jaylen Brown getting traded for Giannis, but I don't know, man. I think it seems that it's more of a gamble than you would like to admit, right? Because of just Giannis's injury history. Yeah, that's the thing, is that if you could guarantee that Giannis is going to be healthy for, definitively healthy all throughout next regular season and postseason, it does seem like it's a no-brainer, but I don't know. It's like the Celtics are already so good with friggin' just only Jaylen Brown and, the team they had, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I don't think there is much you need necessarily, You just need, a truly, decent, big man, that's what I think, someone that actually is better than Kata, right? Which we've seen, right, where that was the thing that defined the Sixers series in the 3 games and when they lost was just Embiid, suddenly freaking, winning those 3 games, right, and dominating in the paint. So yeah, but yeah, I should be done talking about the NBA, man. Is there any other things I have to talk about before I move on to the WNBA? Man, should I just get the standings out real quick? Yeah, an interesting result just happened, as of today. The Dallas Wings have beaten the Las Vegas Aces 96-66 as of, today. So, as of the time I'm recording this, the Wings are 9-5 and the Aces are 10-4. So there's basically just one game separating them. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, let me just check the stats here, man. Yeah, Chelsea Gray had 0 points. She had 0 points, 4 rebounds, and 9 assists. And then, Azzi Fudd had 19 points. Rike Ogunbowale had 15 points. 22 points. And then Jessica Shepard had 15 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists. And then Paige Beckers had 10 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Yeah. So, nice, really good win for the Wings. Yeah. But, the thing that's interesting to talk about is the game that happened, 2-3 games before this one? Yeah. Yeah, I think 2 games before. No, 3 games before this one, where the Wings and the Lynx played in a game. And then the Lynx basically, did what the Lynx in that game did what the Wings did to the Aces in this game, which was just utterly dominate them. The Lynx just utterly dominated the Wings in a game about a week or so ago, right? And it was a thing where Olivia Miles just had 20, 21, however many rebounds, however many assists, right? And that's just been her stat line, right? She's just a walking almost 20 points per game, as a rookie, right? And she can play make and she can rebound, It's and she can defend too, right? It's dude, it is just clear that Olivia Miles just is the rookie of the year, But that really is the thing, that it is somewhat, I don't know. It's fair to be why was AZ selected number 1? But I don't know if I should wade into these waters, but even though I did it 2 times previously. But the time previously was just I was just kind of voicing my confusion of what kind of questions would be asked of Azzi Fudd and Paige Beckers about their relationship. That would be you need to answer these questions. You can't freaking dodge these questions just because you say that we can't talk about your relationship. But I don't know. I just don't understand like what questions would those be about, but you know. Oh man, but yeah, it's like, you know, the takeaway from that Lynx Wings game that happened a bit ago was that, you know, Olivia Miles is just clearly the rookie of the year, right? And like, oh yeah, and like one of the bits of things that happened on social media is that Azzi Fudd stands on Twitter got a little upset of like the Lynx broadcast, or like the Jumbotron showing like a side-by-side comparison of like Olivia Miles stats versus Azzi Fudd stats, you know? And like that's the thing. It's like dirt. I don't know. That's the thing. Yeah, it's the thing. Like I talked about like a couple episodes ago. That like Azzi Fudd has not been drafted as the #1 pick to be the Dallas Wings like savior. Obviously, right? Because like that was more of like them drafting Paige Beckers, right? That was like, this is our next future franchise player that we're gonna build everything around her, right? And then Azzi Fudd, drafting Azzi Fudd was like, here's like someone that fulfills our needs to a T in terms of shooting, right? And like we need that on our roster, right? Yeah, that's basically like how I see it. But like, I don't know, it's a thing. But yeah, it's just like it's just, you know, Azzi stands maybe are just like a bit soft for freaking, you know, like getting upset over like a graphic, you know, it's just a graphic comparing stats. It's like, it's fine, man, it's fine. Like I would assume, you know, like Azzi Fudd, yeah, like Azzi Fudd isn't like, yeah, she's not to the level of like, why did she even get drafted #2, right? It's just, or no, why did she even get drafted #1? You know, it's just mostly like, yeah, that Olivia Miles is just, you know, true so far. She's just been the better player, right? Yeah, and it's just, it has just made me think, right? Like, if the Dallas Wings did draft Olivia Miles, like, would they be like a prime championship contender right now? Like, who knows? Who even knows? But yeah. It's just, part of it is just like the strength of the Lynx, the Minnesota Lynx as an organization too, right? Of just probably why, you know, Olivia Miles is thriving in the way she is, because Cheryl Reeve is an elite WNBA head coach, has been for like over like a decade and a half, or like almost to that point, right? Like she's like the longest tenured WNBA head coach, right? Yeah, like Cheryl Reeve is just really good at her job, and the Lynx are a really good, well-structured, well-run organization, you know? It's like, obviously, like, because they were basically a dynasty in the 2010s, they won 4 championships, not back-to-back, but like every other year from 2011 to true 2017, right? It's like, yeah, it's like, that's the thing. The Lynx are just a really great organization, man. Yeah, and like the top of the WNBA is seeming like is pretty much the same as the top of the WNBA from last season. So it's just the Lynx, the Liberty, and the Aces, man. The 3 teams that always seem to be year in, year out at the top of the league or near the top of the league. So yeah. I guess that's basically like the WNBA stuff. Yeah. Is there anything else, man? Yeah. Anything else to report on that other player that went #1 in 2024? Any Caitlyn things to report, man? Yeah. No, she had a game. Yeah, she had a game winner against the Mystics. She had a game winner against the Mystics, and she just threw up like this like celebration, like, yeah, this like 3-point celebration, you know, and then like, oh man, yeah, I don't know, yeah, who's the Twitter user, Shabazz, right, who like posts a lot of like women's basketball clips. She posts like NBA clips too, but she posts like WNBA clips, and then the caption was just like, I know whoever was on the other side was sick after this, man. It's like, oh man, she just like, I was just like, what, like, is that supposed to be a taunt, or is that just her 3-point celebration, man? Cause like, I don't know, she stuck up like 3 fingers on each hand, you know, and as she just, after she made that basket, man. Oh god. But yeah, like the Fever are fine, man. Yeah, let me see the Fever's record, man. Oh man, yeah, the Fever are, 8-5. Yeah, they're mostly fine, man. Yeah, just, you know, but I guess it's a thing that, like, you know, I'm just seeing a bit more frickin' Caitlin Clark frickin' slander on Twitter, man. It's just what happens, man. It's just what happens. God. Anything else WNBA related, storyline related that's interesting? Yeah, I'm sure there are, man. I'm sure there are, but I just haven't really taught of it, man. Yeah. Oh man, there was like a thing in a game either today or yesterday. Yeah, no, I think it was yesterday where Izzy Harrison got like a flagrant 2 for like I don't know, just like her and Angel Reese were like getting into it. Izzy Harrison is on the Toronto Tempo, so I do know Toronto Tempo players. So I do know a player. Yeah, so like she got ejected from a game with a flagrant 2, you know, against Angel Reese. Oh man, yeah, and I guess the other thing is that I learned that Izzy Harrison and Natasha Cloud are a couple. So yeah, that's basically that's another WNBA couple that I wasn't fully aware of. So yeah, oh man. Anyways, anything else about the WNBA season, man? My voice is getting so much scratchier, man. I don't mean for this to happen, but it just does happen. Oh man, maybe I'm just trying to prevent the episodes from getting longer. Oh man, let me just try to talk slower, man. Is that all I have from the WNBA? Just talk like how I did back in the early days, man. If anyone doesn't know the early days of this Let's Play, man, yeah, again, I keep on advising, do not watch them. But they just kind of went like this. Yeah, so. Ooh, a tree. Yeah. Oh, man, I just gotta get some more wood. So, I was, like, watching, like, First Take because I just got into First Take, and, Stephen A. was, like, talking about, the Dallas Cowboys. Man, that's just kind of how it went. It just kind of, I don't know. Or, like, so, like, I was talking, Taylor Swift released Evermore, after releasing Folklore, like, however many months ago. Oh, man, that's how it went, man. That's how it went in, like, the first, like, I don't know. I think, like, it was, like, the first, like, 15 to 20 episodes in particular, man. Oh, God. I just don't need to say things at, like, however many words per minute, man. It's fine. I don't need to be Azzi Croshaw, okay? Yeah, let me just gather my thoughts, man. Yeah, it's like running full speed ahead at, like, Westbrook speed for a layup every time. It's like, you can take your time, man. I mean, I can take my time. Anything else from the WNBA? Anything else? That's fun, man. I'm looking forward to Becky Hammon's comments when she inevitably gets asked about the Knicks winning the championship. It's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, what do you want me to say? Oh, man. God. Okay. Yeah. What else do I have? What else do I have? I don't have much. Maybe I should just make this episode shorter on purpose. And it's like, there was other stuff I had to talk about, but it's like, yeah. Man. I don't know. Yeah, should I just be a bit more unprofessional, man? It's the end of the NBA season. It's the summer. I'm just gonna be unprofessional, man. I'm just gonna drink on frickin' recording. Oh, it's good. That's some Gatorade, man. I'm drinking frickin' fruit punch Gatorade, man. I remember in middle school. Did I talk about this? Did I talk about, like, how in middle school, like, my middle school had, like, it had this thing where for lunch, my middle school had a cafeteria where you would get, like, the lunch tray and everything and get, like, food every day, and you had to pay for that. But there also was this thing called the a la carte stand or whatever. There were, like, lines for a la carte windows, right? And it's like there were lunch ladies who were running them. Yeah, and then I remember one of the things that I still remember to this day is that the item that I got the most frequently was Gatorade. And the Gatorade in my middle school didn't come in bottles, but they came in cans. This was full sugar Gatorade, full, like, yeah, like not like zero sugar Gatorade, because, like, when I was in high school, it just became zero sugar. But yeah, in middle school, 6th through 8th grade, I remember that Gatorade was $1.50 for a can that was 11.6 fluid ounces. And I remember that I went there so frequently and got a Gatorade so often that there was one time I just went to the window and then they just got a Gatorade for me. It's like before I even said anything, man. It was just like, dude, like, dude. Oh man, it's like, I don't know. I really don't like that, man. I don't know. Like, not as in like that offends me, but just like I don't like that for myself. I don't like that for myself that like someone just like automatically knows, man. It's like some people find it comforting when they have like a go-to like order and then like whoever's there like knows what your order is, but for me I'm just like, you know me too much, man. It's like I don't like it, man. I really do not like. I don't know. I just felt like I felt embarrassed in that moment a lot. I think it happened in 8th grade. Because I think there was a time, it was like during a time where I was like going there multiple times, and like I thought like I went to like a different window from like the first time that I went there to get like my food, you know. Oh man, there was good food there too, man. I remember the first thing I got from there was potato wedges. Yeah, they're like baked potato wedges, man, and they tasted good, man. Just saying, man. Oh man. Anyways, anything else I have to talk about, man? That just is not gonna take up like 20, 30, 40 minutes, man. Yeah. Man, I don't think there's gonna be much I have to talk about this episode, right? Yeah, like, I don't know. Should I have a mini segment dedicated to Love Island? Okay, Love Island. What is going on this season? I do not have Peacock, but I'm just like reading tweets, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, man. I wish I could just like understand like what about this show is like so appealing, you know? But it's like, what is appealing to me is seeing people being so passionate and tweeting over it, right? You know? I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Like, there's a guy named Sincere. There's a guy who's like, is that his actual government name, Sincere? You know? I don't know. I can name the freaking cast, like, by memory. Yeah, Kenzie, Melanie, Soul, who's a bombshell, just got added to the villa. Sincere, Sean, who was a cop, and then his own mayor of his own town called him out for being on the show. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, who else? Kata? Anaya? Yeah. Oh man, it's like, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Beatrice, who is a Paralympian, yeah, who has like, oh man, I don't know, man, it's like, it's a thing. It's all, yeah, I made this comment around last year where, like I did not know that Love Island was such like a majority minority cast, right? Like, this year it is, and then last year it was too, right? And it's like, it just seems to be that, you know, like this show is garnering like a fan base where like I would assume like most of the people who are watching it are just like, you know, people of color, you know, just like this show has a strong pull with the black community in particular, I think, right? It's just like, yeah, it's cool. It is a cool thing to see that, like, you know, this is a dating show where it's like not mostly white, you know. But yeah, I don't know, it makes you think like, yeah, like why aren't there more, yeah, why can't this just be the case all around, you know, like, you know. Man, yeah, it's a thing. I will always maintain, like, you know, that, you know, well, another show I can talk about is Love on the Spectrum, which I've wanted to talk about. Yeah, like, I wanted to talk about, like, the season 4 for, like, a bit, but yeah, I have not watched the last 2 episodes of it, but, like, that could, you know, I don't know. I don't want to wait until next episode, though, so, yeah, I don't know. I might just talk about it right now, so... Oh, man, but yeah, on Love Island, man, yeah, it's an interesting seeing people get so, like, passionate about the show and being, like, I don't know, like, what do people want out of it, though? Like, do they like it when people are chaotic, you know? Like, there are tweets being like, just let them explore. It's like explore, as in, like, freaking, like, kiss multiple people, you know? And, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to be that guy, but, like... Are you telling me that the only thing they're doing in the villa is kissing? Like, are you telling me? Because, like, Big Brother, you know, a show I've been a fan of for, like, over a decade. Like, I have dipped out of it recently, but I watched the first episode of BB27. And, yeah, I guess, like, my thoughts on the first episode of BB27 I knew generally like a few players like names from just like Twitter osmosis, even though I tried my best to like not know. Like I know the person who won, but it's like, yeah, it's like this girl Morgan, right? Like she's a Twitch streamer. The one comment I have from Morgan's intro package in BB27 is that like she has this like whole like setup. She's like, oh, I'm a streamer, but I'm also an athlete. I did track, and I'm also a model, and you know, on top of being a Twitch streamer, right? It's like the one thing is that like she had like one of those like laptop stands. She had like a metal laptop stand that you would put like a laptop on it, but instead of a laptop, she put like an Xbox on it, which is a bit weird. I'm just like, why would you need the Xbox to be like elevated like that? Like, is it just because it's like cleaner? Like, I don't know. Like, wouldn't it be just as clean of a look if you just, you know, left it there? Like if you just left it on the desk like alone? Like, I don't know. It's weird how she had an Xbox One on the freaking laptop stand, but you know, I don't know. Just one thing I noticed. Oh man. But yeah, like Big Brother, to continue my point, Big Brother is a show that infamously in BB10 there were live feeds back then, and there was something that went on. There was some sexual relations going on the live feeds in BB10 at night between two house guests, and it was like just the most freaking blatant freaking thing. Just the most like, it was just like, my god, dude. Literally the only thing was that there was just like a very thin bed sheet. That like, that's the thing, is that like people on Big Brother on the live feeds like just do that, right? Like, and then the only thing is that there's just bed sheets, you know, covering it up. You know, as long as they themselves covered up with bed sheets, you know. But the fact is that you can just look that up. You can just look that up if you just look up like BB10 live feeds, right? It's like, oh my god, dude, you know, it's like, look, man, I don't know. Would you rather have that? Or would you rather read Twisted, whatever, man? It's like, oh god, would you rather read one of these hockey romances? Would you rather read Icebreaker? It's like, oh my god, dude, oh god. It's like, oh my god, dude, I don't know. But yeah, it's like, I'm just saying, do they do that on Love Island? I mean, like how would that be against the rules? Like, it would be a weird thing if someone got like kicked out for like doing something consensual of that nature, right? It's like, but it's like we both agreed to it. It's like we both agreed we wanted to do it, you know. It's like, you know, there was no coercion there. It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird thing, man. They're just only kissing in Love Island, man. Yeah. And that's the thing, too, that, like, no one is really, like, I'm looking for, like, a long-term relationship, you know? Because, like, that's obviously, like, more Love is Blind, where it's like, oh, I need to settle down. I want to get married finally. But it's like, with Love Island, it's just, like, I don't know. I don't know if, like, anyone there has just been ever been straight up like, yo, I just want to hook up with girls. That's it. Like, however, like, if just a guy was ever blunt about saying that, it's like, I don't know. Oh man. Yeah. And then there was a tweet where it's like, someone was like, my boyfriend is making me watch Chernobyl after I made him watch Love Island. And then like there's a lot of people like you know, shitting on the girl in question in quote tweets, and I'm just like, what, like, I don't know, man. It's like I don't know, like why do you need to do that, you know? I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Why can't just the quote tweets just be LOL? You know, why can't it just be like? But why couldn't I just find a quote tweet that was just like unpopular opinion? But I don't know, man. I feel like Love Island is more entertaining. It's like, I don't know. Oh man, I guess it's the thing, man. Yeah, true. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, that's just how some relationships work, man. It's like there's people who enjoy both, man. You know, that's the thing, man. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know what the most intellectual freaking thing I enjoy is. You know, I don't know. I wonder. I'm trying to think of it right now, man. I'm trying to think. Oh man. I don't know, like person who's maybe like if like I'm sure like David Foster Wallace's writing I enjoy, right? But then like I could also freaking enjoy like a very mediocre rom-com anime, like A Couple of Cuckoos, which I don't think is necessarily mediocre. It's like it's the most enjoyable. If it is mediocre, it's the most enjoyable mediocre show of all time, in terms of like anime rom-coms, like in terms of like harem anime rom-coms. I will admit that A Couple of Cuckoos is like I said it's the best decent show of all time in terms of anime rom-coms. But yeah, this all just span out from Love Island. It's like god, I don't know. It's like, what do I have? And as someone who doesn't want to subscribe to Peacock, but wants to be, but always checks on the subreddit and the conversation surrounding it, man, I don't know. Yeah, can I just read some tweets? Can that just be the Twitter segment for this episode? Oh man. Yeah, it's okay if this episode's shorter, right? Yeah, I check the hashtag all the damn time, man. Okay, I am done watching this episode, and here's my take on Casey and Ania. Feelings are getting involved. Their communication is getting better. They will have to navigate this and find their way back to each other. There was like one clip of the show that I watched where like it was like the bedroom, and like they were in bed talking, and then like another girl was like watching them and it's like, I'm so sick and tired of you. You're freaking toxic. I hate it. And then like the guy and the girl were just like, we're getting better. It's like, what the we're improving. It's like, what the like what we're learning. It's like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, like what? I don't know, man. That's the thing. Are there any actual conversations on Love Island where like the topics being broached are in service of like, can we see each other dating in the future? Are there any like conversations where it's like, like, what do you want to do after this? Like, are there any conversations about that? Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem that like anyone on Love Island is like thinking of like, what if one of the people I meet here, I could like, they could be my, girlfriend / boyfriend for the next like however many years. It's like, I don't know. It just seems that like that's not necessarily a thing. Maybe there probably are more examples of it. In the UK version, there's like more success with couples, right? But it's like, I don't know. For the US version, it's like, it's just, like, well, I don't know, why can't the people on it just be more honest? It's like, yo, I'm just here to freaking have a good time and just like kiss a bunch of people, man. That's all I'm here for. But yeah, like that's it. That's I feel like that's all they want to do, man. I don't know, man. There's like a mini game where they have to pie each other. It's like, I don't know, man. Oh man, there was like a thing I saw where they're like, where they have to transfer liquid into each other's mouths. Like, it's like, dude, like what the, oh my god, dude. Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what the point necessarily is I'm trying to make with Love Island. Like, yeah. Well, last year I talked about I was watching it and just like the conversations were just not engaging me at all, man. I was just not engaged by the show at all. What does engage me though? 90 Day Fiance, man, because oh my god, dude. Oh man, I only got to watch like 2 episodes of like the latest season of 90 Day Fiance that's airing, but there's like, oh man, there's like one girl in particular. Who she's part of like a running club, right? And like she's dating this guy. I think she's dating this guy who's British or English. His name is Josh, right? And like she has OCD, and like she has like a problem. She has like a slight problem. Like she met this guy while traveling in London or in England, and they hit it off, right? And it's like there's this one problem is that when she gets drunk, she just kisses a bunch of her friends. Like, that's just a thing that this girl does in this season of 90 Day Fiance. And, like, yeah, that was just the initial thing I saw from that episode, man. And then there's another man, and then there's another person. There's another man who's in his mid-50s, mid to late 50s. He lives in Kentucky. I think his name is Shay, right? And then he... finds a woman from the Philippines. and then in the first one of the first scenes where, you know, because in 9 Day Fiance it's the international person coming to the US, but in the other way it's the other way around. It's like which is a whole nother series. So like this Filipino woman who is also in her 50s, man, comes over to the and one of the first things they do together when they're in the US is that she gives him a bath. She gives this guy a bath, you know. Yeah, the woman is also in her 50s, so it's like, okay, but it's like, yeah, that's just a thing that happens, man. Oh man, I don't know, like that's the thing I can vibe with more than freaking Love Island. It's just like a bunch of freaking, it's like, dude, I don't know. Like, that's the thing, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm, you know, I don't know. Again, it's like everything I said previously still stands. It's like, why can't there just be one guy with glasses? Why can't there just be one guy who just gives off the vibe of, like, they're a nerd, you know? Like, dude, like, I don't know, man. You know, what if we, like, cross the streams, man? What if? Like, what if there was one person, you know, who is on the spectrum, and then they get placed on Love Island, man? Oh my god, dude, what if, you know, if Danny was on Love Island, you know, wouldn't that be interesting? Like, wouldn't, like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm sorry if, like, freaking, I'm just, like, bringing up stuff that is just not, you know, like, you know, I'm sorry if my thoughts are just going in just weird places that are too weird, but I don't know. Yeah, there's also a thing that there's been like tweets I've seen where it's like, why can't there just be like a bisexual freaking version of this show, you know? Yeah, why can't there be? Oh man, yeah, I didn't think I would go that long on Love Island, man. I don't know, that was supposed to be just like one segment. Oh man, yeah, anyways. Is that all I have, man? I feel like that should just be like everything I do, man. I don't know, man. Am I good? Yeah, I guess I'll just take like one more break. Yeah, I'll just take one more break and just see what I do from there. There might be a list segment, there might not. I think, I will do a list segment, but it's gonna be not in the exact way you would expect. So yeah, anyways, look forward to that in this next segment. Alright, so what music have I been listening to, I guess, is a thing I can talk about. Yeah. Yeah, updates. Yeah, I keep on, I have like a playlist that I'm consistently running and adding songs to throughout the year, you know. I usually just add like around, like my goal is just to have like 30 songs, you know. I don't really need more than that, you know. But yeah, at the rate I'm going, I have like, what, 26 so far, and it's only like halfway through the year. So I should be able to reach that pretty handily. So yeah, I guess like in terms of music I've been listening to recently, just stuff I wanted to give a shout out. I'm listening to more albums by artists I've already listened to before. Yeah, so one of them is Tegan and Sara. I finally have listened to the album they made after the con, but before Heartthrob. So yeah, Sainthood is the album in between those two, and it came out in 2009. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know, I guess to describe it, it's not, yeah, it is very like in between, you know. There's like a tiny bit more like electronic like kind of stuff in like Sainthood from the songs I've listened to so far, but yeah, it's not exactly like the musical, like the exact like sonic profile of the con or So Jealous. So yeah, it's a very like transitionary period. And they also, like, in this period, they made a song with Tiesto called Feel It in My Bones. So yeah, I think I will add that to the track listing in one way or the another. But yeah, the song I'm really gravitating towards in Sainthood so far is On Directing. Really good song. Yeah, I know it turns you off when I get talking like a teen. I get talking like a teen. I think that's what the lyrics. I think those are the lyrics, please. I'm sorry if I get them wrong, man. I just, I don't know. I just, my ears don't work. But yeah, really good album so far. Just, I just really like them as musicians. I like just them as a band. I like just their music a lot. Oh, man. I don't know. I feel like the more I listen to it, it could be, I don't know. I feel like the con probably has higher highs, but yeah. I don't know. It could be like Sainthood and like Heartthrob could be like competing for like which album I like better, if the more I listen to it. So yeah. The other album I've been listening to is Skying by The Horrors, and this album came out in 2011, I think. It is the album that came out after their second album, which is Primary Colors. Yeah. And like, I don't know, The Horrors, if you like look, I don't think I talked about like their first album, right? And like their early years, like they're like The Horrors, were not that much of like a innocuous like band name, right? Because like their aesthetic in like when they first like blew up in like 2007 around their first album, right? And they got put on the cover of NME. It's like they legitimately like had like this like aesthetic of like, we are trying to like scare you with how we look, of just like their hairs were just all like, with Ferris in particular, right? Like his hair was just completely covering his freaking face, and like their hair was all black, right? And like they were wearing all black clothes, it's like, I don't know. And like their music was very, like much darker in freaking like how it sounded, right? Yeah, maybe in tone too, but just like I don't know. It just sounded like much harsher, Maybe not like straight up like punk, but I don't know, something. Like it sounded way more gothic, But then like with Primary Colors, they eased some of that up, and like I think like they clearly they clearly were inspired by My Bloody Valentine. So, they clearly were like, we want to be more shoegazy, right? And then that's what Primary Colors was. And my favorite song on Primary Colors is the song Scarlet Fields, which is just like, my God, dude, the freaking chorus breakdown, instrumental break on that thing, man, that keeps on playing. Oh my God, dude, I love that so much, man. It's so freaking good, man. Well, yeah, when he goes collapse into dream. Oh man, collapse into dream. And then it goes into that. Oh man. Yeah, Scarlet Fields, man. Yeah, really freaking good song, man. Who Can Say and like 3 Decades, also good songs. And The Sea Within a Sea, even though I only listened to it once, just really nice sounding song. So yeah. And then like the album afterwards, it seems to be like, they're more, it's just like getting light. Yeah, like it's lighter and it's just more in that like shoegazy kind of direction. And it's not as like Ferris's vocals don't sound as harsh, or like he's not trying to scream everything, like as he did like back freaking even in the previous album. I haven't listened to their first album. I think it's called Strange House. Yeah. But yeah, like their second album, like Ferris, like in his vocals was like screaming a lot, a lot more frequently. But in this album, he's way more chilled out. Yeah. So like the song, the most popular song from this album is probably a song called Still Life. And I think that probably is my favorite song from the album. Yeah. Although, the second song in the album I think is called You Said, and I really like that one too. So yeah. Skying by The Horrors, I've just recently been listening to. Yeah, so yeah, that's just music I've been listening to recently. I think I have to add to that any other music I've been listening to. Yeah. Man, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Also, another small thing, I have finished watching all of the canon episodes of the original Naruto series. So I've watched 135 episodes. I made it to 135, but I think I actually technically have like one more episode, which is like 220, right? But yeah, like I followed it, I checked which ones were filler, which aren't, and then so like episode like 26 was a recap, right? And then episodes 101 through 107 were like a filler arc for some reason. So yeah, I didn't watch those episodes. So I made it. I reached the end. The final like thing I watched between like Naruto and Sasuke was really cool. It's just so anime, man. This is so like, this is a freaking shonen anime, man. Finally, man. Like Gintama technically is a shonen series, you know. And I've watched shonen series before, like, you know, Death Note and like, yeah, mostly Death Note. But yeah, it's like, yeah, this is just like, this is the first like true like battle shonen that I've freaking seen. And it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I could see if I was like 12 years old, if I was anywhere between the ages of like 8 and 12, this probably would have just like had so much of a stronger impact on me, you know? I don't know. I guess I could just give my overall thoughts on just like what I thought of this first part in general. Yeah, it was good. I generally, I think I chose Naruto because I feel like that is the one that I spiritually connect to, as someone who, you know, I think is as someone who I would consider myself a 2000s kid. I feel like that's more of like the, like truly like 2000s Gen Z type of show of the big tree you get into, more so than Bleach or One Piece, you know. Naruto probably like is like the one, you know, that like closely connects to that, right? And like, yeah, I think like I was like, while I was like watching Naruto, I was thinking about like Avatar, The Last Airbender a lot, you know, and like trying to find connections there, you know. Yeah, I mean, Avatar, The Last Airbender is like an exponentially better series. Sorry, it's an exponentially better series, and that opinion probably will not change. But yeah, I would take Korra itself over the original run of Naruto. But you know, why did I watch it though? I don't know. Yeah, just to get, I guess it's just to knock like watching like a major shonen series off like my general like anime watching bucket list, right? Of just like, yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna watch one, I probably should watch one from the big tree, and like One Piece has too many episodes, you know, and then like Bleach, like I watched like 5 episodes or 3 episodes of it and just like stop, you know. So yeah. I'm just glad that I just stuck with Naruto. Yeah, and then like by December of 2025, I like by the end of last year, I only watched 24 episodes. So I've watched like, yeah, like over, yeah, pretty much 90 episodes since then in 6 months. So yeah, I'm just proud of myself for that. You know, like I'm going to get into Shippuden, I would assume, like later on. But yeah, I'm just taking a break from it right now. Oh man, yeah. Any other anime I've been watching, man? I just got finished watching the show called Blue Orchestra. Yeah. I watched a season 2 of it. Yeah. It's, if you want to watch it, it's just like a show about, you know, this kid named Auno, right? And then, you know, it's about him picking up the violin again and like joining an orchestra in high school, and there's a girl named Akine, right? And then they're in the orchestra together, and it's just mostly just focused on him though. Yeah, it's mostly just focused on him in this orchestra. It's really good. Yeah, it's like Nadame mixed with like sound euphonium, but it's just not nearly as dramatic, you know. There's like a bit like there's like dramatic moments, but like it's like mostly lighter, you know. Yeah, it's basically like a pretty good like music show, you know, which tend to have a higher hit rate in anime. So yeah. Oh man, also, yeah, another thing, yeah, the Ramparts of Ice is a really freaking good show, man. Like, it's probably gonna end up on my year-end list when I do that. So yeah. Anything else I want to talk about from Naruto in general, man? Yeah. What is going on with these female characters, Kishimoto? Like, really? Like all you gave freaking Sakura, man. All you gave Sakura was just like what? You know? I guess like spoilers for like the first 130 episodes of Naruto, but I don't know. I think like one of like the strongest like moments in the series for me regarding Sakura is like not the fight she had with Ino, because that was like just dumb, you know. Like it was fun on like just like an entertainment level, but like it was not like, you know, good on like a story level at all. Like it wasn't like good at like deepening their characters at all, because it was just like the backstory they were giving, it was just like, wow, like Ino and Sakura used to be friends, but like Sasuke came along and because of that they're not friends anymore. It's like, gee, okay, all right. It's like, all right, But like one of the fun, one of my favorite moments of like Sakura, I guess, like in terms of like the early moment of like Sakura and Sasuke maybe being a thing, is that like when Sasuke first gets like the curse marks from Orochimaru in the forest, right? Yeah, it's like during the Chunin exam, they're in the forest of death, and then Orochimaru first shows up and he puts that curse mark on Sasuke, and then like that like curse mark like in like shows up and like infects him in one moment, and then like he just like there's like some sort of like antagonist there, and then like he just like gets consumed by that curse, right? And then like he just like turns into this freaking like very like sinister freaking like evil guy for like a moment, and then he's like, I'm gonna break your freaking legs, and then like Sakura just had to like hug him from behind and stop him. Yeah, I don't know. I just found that to be a nice moment. Another nice moment regarding female characters was Hinata and her fight against Neji in the Chunin exam, that preliminary thing. Man, yeah, that was a good fight, because, you know, it actually, you know, deepened Hinata's character a little bit. Yeah. And Neji's too, yeah. Neji's like specific fight versus what whoever of like the Sound 4/5 in like the Sasuke retrieval arc. Yeah, I think like Neji's fight in particular was my favorite one. I think it was that one, and then yeah, the ones that were not like them fighting, the ones that were just only them fighting like the Sound 4 and not freaking Naruto and Sasuke fighting, because I guess like Naruto and Sasuke at the very end there is like probably the best of that Sasuke retrieval arc, but like the outside of that, like Neji fighting, you know, was a pretty cool thing, because like he was using his freaking Byakugan, and freaking he was like having to develop different tactics. He wasn't only getting by through his like skill, you know, he had to tough it out, and like he had to, you know, he had to like, you know, gut out of freaking victory basically. And also, yeah, like Gaara showing up, you know, Rock Lee getting drunk, and then Gaara showing up to freaking save the day, to freaking help him out, and then just Gaara just being like, yeah, no, I'm just overpowered. Okay, let me just wrap this up, man. Oh man, yeah. So that's basically it, man. I don't know. Anything else from Naruto? The first episodes, the first part I want to shout out. Yeah, I don't know. Rock Lee versus Gaara obviously is friggin' the highlight of the whole thing, right? Yeah. I mean, don't really need much. Don't really need to frickin', you know, say more about that, okay? Yeah. Oh, man, alright. Yeah. Oh, man, alright, man. Okay. Should I just move on? Yeah. I do not have a list segment, I guess, for today, but I guess I have something that's, like, adjacent to the list segment. I guess. One thing I want to do is update a list I already made. Yeah, I have expanded my favorite books of all time list, so I made it go up to 70. But like in all honesty, it's like kind of shaky, you know? Like I feel like this will be more like rock solid of a list, like from 50 to 70 and possibly from like 50 to 100 if I care to expand it that much. Even though I've read over like 150 books, or I've read over 200 novels in my lifetime that I think I could like put on a list, right? Like 50 are already here, right? I did all number 1 all the way through number 50 last year, right, in various episodes. So like, yeah, the thing is that I guess like it would be probably better for me to just like wait until I fully like lock those in. So yeah, it's just very tentative at this point. But in the meantime, I think what would be an interesting thing to do was to have like a little segment where like I just update on like where I update certain books placements on the list. So like, yeah, I said last time, the first time I did this technically was when I said that Caramello by Sandra Cisneros, my goat, from, you know, lives in San Antonio, I think. You know, I haven't checked Wikipedia. It could be cleared up with just one brief search of Wikipedia. But, you know, has lived in San Antonio for a while. You know, parts of Caramello takes place in San Antonio, you know. Man, so like, you know, that's why I wanted to root for the Spurs and the Wemby. So yeah, anyways, homemade half-ass. I said that Caramello is sharing the #1 spot with the house on Mango Street. Yeah, also by Sandra Cisneros. Yes, that is true. That is the first update I have to this list segment. So yeah. This is the list update segment, I guess. So #1 is shared. It's the house on Mango Street and / Caramello by Sandra Cisneros. I guess like I'll just put up the cover of Caramello. Yeah, the new #1 that is shared with the previous #1 is Caramello by Sandra Cisneros. The book came out in 2002, and I feel like I've just said so much about it already, man. I feel like it's a book where I just have so much praise for it, so much praise for many of the lines of it. It's like, yeah, it's just so much. I've said so much about it already, and I feel like I will also keep on having more stuff to say about it, because I also have like so much to say about the house on Mango Street and like every single like story that's in there, even though most of them are just like a page or two, or just like most of them are like, the longest one is like what, 3-4 pages long. Yeah, I just have so much to say about every sentence, every chapter. Yeah, it's a book that is just so, I'm so glad that I decided to read it last year, you know, and it's like, I'm just glad that, you know, I love that freaking, it's a story that spans across generations, and, you know, it's a family saga. I think reading it may or may not have inspired me to think about the thing that I'm writing about right now, like as in the current novel I'm working on. So I finished my 3rd book and I'm working on a 4th novel. So yeah, I didn't think I would be working on it that fast, because I started my 4th book, yeah, in April 23rd of this year. So like basically like a month after I finished my 3rd one. So yeah, I just took a month off, and then, you know, yeah, I don't know. It's just an amazing freaking piece of literature. It's one of the best works of literature of all time. What more do I have to say? I don't have to treat this like an actual list segment. Oh man. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I could, I guess I'll just be like new number or whatever on these. The new number 12 on my list is Indestructible Object by Mary McCoy. Oh man. And yeah, this is also another book where I just have so much I can praise about it, right? It's just, yeah, I find it to be the best young adult book of the 2020s that I've read so far, right? It's just, yeah, purely just such like an amazing story that touches upon like art and love and being flawed, and, you know, like polyamory, being polyamorous, and frickin' just like life and frickin', you know, in general, right? And I don't know, it just, yeah, it's a thing. I don't need to reiterate why I love these books, but yeah, I just have to give like a little bit of the description of just like, this is why it's so high, you know? I moved it up all the way from, yeah, not being on the list. So it went from not being on the list to being the new number 12 on my list. Yeah. Oh, man. Anything else I have to update on? Yeah. Some of these have, like, moved up. Yeah, it's like some of these have moved up and some of these have moved down. Some of them are just, like, only moving down, like, one spot. But, yeah. It's just the new additions I put on here. Yeah. Man, in terms of new additions that are also on here, I have, yeah, okay, the new number 37 on my list is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Yeah, I guess I don't have to, like, say that much about it. Oh, yeah, I don't think it's new. I don't think that's a new, yeah, number 37, right? It might not be, yeah, but whatever. I'll just put it in editing anyway. It might not be new, yeah, but I did read that last year, right? Yeah, I read it last year. Yeah, so I think, yeah, it might not have been on the list by that point, but yeah. But the new number 39 on my list is A Raisin in the Sun by Lorraine Hansberry. Yeah, I'm counting it, you know, like, I guess like favorite books, I put nonfiction books here also. This is not purely a novel list, you know? So like, if a play is contained within a book, I'll count it as a book. A nonfiction book to me also can count, and they can also make this list. So yeah. I talked about my love for A Raisin in the Sun, you know, in the episode called A Burner Account in the Sun. It's just such like an honest, like raw, like, yeah, not raw, I don't know. It's such an honest, loving portrayal of just like a Black American family and just like hardship and freaking just what the day-to-day life and conversations of like, you know, a poor working class Black family in the 1950s in Chicago, right? It's like, yeah, and just like a family just trying, you know, what happens, a dream deferred, you know, having to, you know, and the grandmother Lena just only, you know, wanting just a garden, you know, and just her and just like keeping that flower pot and like her, that little plant and watering it and caring for it as if it's her own garden. Yeah. And like the scene I posted, you know, with, was it Asagai, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, you know, yeah. With Benny and Asagai, right? It's like, yeah, it's the thing, man. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, let me just check here. Yeah, the new number 43 on the list is The Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School by Sonora Reyes. And I talked about this book at length, you know. I really enjoyed it, you know. I really enjoyed the subplot with Bo in it too. Is there anything I missed about this book when I talked about it originally? Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's like I talked about just all, you know, the aspects of it. Yeah, there's a companion book out there too. Yeah, about Yami's brother, right? Yeah. And like, yeah, it seems interesting. I found it. I saw it in a Barnes and Noble. I'd be interested in reading it. Yeah, I also want to read the Luis Ortega Survival Club at some point. So yeah. Oh man, you know, but that's the thing. It's like, I like how this list is like a living thing, you know. It's like, it's not like, nothing on this list is totally set in stone, other than probably like all the books in my top like 10, really. Probably like top 5, you know, maybe like above top 5 it can change, but yeah, it's like, I don't know, it just seems to be just so like locked into me. Yeah. Okay, what is the new, yeah, okay, the new number 49 on my list is Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt Vonnegut. Oh man, yeah, this is just a book about war and how it's just, you know, it's just sad and suffer, and it's you know, the Dresden bombings in 1945, they were sad, it was miserable. World War II was a miserable experience, and like the Allies, like America itself, carried these bombings out, and like American soldiers were there too. Yeah, based on, you know, Kurt Vonnegut's real life experience in World War II, being in Dresden during that time, right? And it's also like a really funny book about aliens. And just like, yeah, I don't know, like the line like he had a tremendous wang. It's like this man just gets caught in captivity, and then like he's being watched by aliens, and then they put a porn star in with him in like a living habitat capsule or something. I don't know, man, something. It's just weird. It's just funny, man. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, that's basically, yeah, like how the list has changed, man. Yeah. I guess like I could like do like the new books on here. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that basically is it, man. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, next episode I think I'll just like refine number 51 through 60, because some of 51 through 60 are just books I've talked about that I've just moved down. But it's like, I feel like the more, yeah, it's the thing, I'm very young in my, you know, reading journey, you know, that's the thing. There's people who tweet like, how do I get into reading, how do I do it? It's like, why are short stories never the answer? I don't understand, man. It's the thing. It really is the thing, man. Yeah, final freaking mini rant of the freaking episode. Why, when someone says like, I want to get into reading, what books do you recommend? How come no one ever recommends reading a short story? Like, I don't know. I guess because it's like, it's harder to find a short story collection, but it's like, I don't know, like, shouldn't that be just a simple answer? Like, does no one want to read freaking Baseball in April by Gary Soto? Does no one want to read Woman Hollering Creek, you know? Does no one want to read Her Wild American Self? Does no one want to read, you know, Oblivion or a supposedly fun thing I'll never do again? It's like, come on, I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, David Foster Wallace's short stories are much denser, you know, but it's like, I don't know. The Joy Luck Club is a book that's basically made up of stories, man. It's like, I don't know, there are novels that are just made up of freaking short stories, man. Like, I don't know, man. Why don't it, like, look, why are short stories never brought up, man? Yeah, look, something that, you know, like I did was literally, I bought my freaking 7th grade and 8th grade freaking language arts textbooks from Trip Books because I wanted to have the short stories from there. Yeah, literally. Oh man, I don't know. It just read. I don't know. I don't know why short stories aren't seen as more of like an option of like a thing that someone could do in order to get more into reading. But yeah, I don't know. Is that basically it is that basically it for this episode? Yeah, that's basically it. I don't know. I just did a little bit of an update on where my list is right now. It's a living document, man. Like the US Constitution, supposedly. It's a living document. I hope to update it for as long as I do the series, you know? Just give updates on just where the list is, you know? So, you know, I don't know. I would assume I could just also do that with albums, but I don't know. I feel like that would take much longer to update. So, yeah. Anyways, that's basically it for this episode. Congrats to the Knicks. Wemby, you gotta train with the Monks some more. And, like, you gotta not commit so many flagrant fouls. Maybe be a bit more humble, but, you know. I think he's fine being the villain, man. Yeah. Also, like, I didn't talk about, like, Knicks fans, like, throwing eggs at him. Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, that's the thing. But, yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode. Hopefully it's a shorter one. I tried, man. Hey, it's a shorter one, you know? I won't have to give myself so much work doing the chapters on YouTube again. So, yeah. Anyways, that's basically it for this episode. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next episode.